Yo, yo, yo. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Madam T, in here. You know, it's the Heart of a Gold podcast. Got my big brother, Tiny Lee, a.k.a. Big Chaz, in the building, man. We're going to talk about a little bit of everything, Slim. Let's pop out. What's up with you, brother?
Sister, love, peace and prosperity.
Introduce yourself.
Big Chaz, Tiny Lee, the motherfucker, the show off, and anything else you choose to call me. Just don't call me broke.
Man, the first thing I want to know is what everybody want to know. Your style, your swag, man, it's just like completely different. Show off the drip.
Oh, got some X-Men shit on. They got a new X-Men cartoon about to come out in '97. Got a couple, y'all already know. If you know me, you know me. Like we always gonna come out shining like the sun. And got some old schools on, just kicking it. Something simple today. Today's simple.
And one thing I want to say before I start the interview, I've been around my brother since I was 23. I'm 33 now today, man.
And I'm fucking 40. So
Slim is a genuine dude, man. Good father, good son, good everything all around, good man. So all I want to tap into is like, what made you get into music? Hold on. Who your favorite idol? Because I want to say who you remind me of, but I ain't even gonna say that. I'm gonna let you get into it.
My favorite artist of like all people is Brian McCain, aka Busy Bone from the group Bone Thugs and Harmony. But yeah, that's where it really started. As far as like really wanting to like rap and try to like rap, taking they fucking songs and. Remember you had the cassette tapes and shit?
Yeah.
And you put the tissue in there and record over it.
Yeah, Slim.
With all my raps, I'd be rapping and try to do that shit. But yeah, it was Brian McCain, Busy Bone, but as a whole, Bone Thugs and Harmony.
One thing I want to say is just for you being real overall, like your energy and your spirit is everything to me. I'm a Pisces, so when I look at you, I see everything that you grind for. I've been knowing you for a minute, so and again, it's Big Chaz, aka Tiny Lee,
not in the little one.
And you got Heart of a Gold podcast, your girl Mad T. Yeah. And like I said, my brother remind me of somebody. I ain't gonna get all into that. He know who I'm talking about. I'm gonna let him talk about
that. That's a
all right.
Because
Wayne, that's what remind me of. He know what's up.
Y'all gonna get blessed with a song that I recently did. That's honestly called "Act Like Wayne." But even when it comes to that, my whole thing, it was so funny, right? And a lot of people don't know this. But you guys gonna learn it today, unless you're like in my immediate circle. When Cash Money first came out, the Han, the Block is Hot, I didn't like none of that shit. I thought Cash Money was some Bammers and the most goofiest niggas because I'm on Bone Thugs. I was on Bone Thugs. I'm in H.D. Woodson High School. You get your seat back then. New kid, new generation. We ain't had no fucking iPad.
Nah, not at all, son.
They had an MP3 player. You had to go to the record store and buy a cassette tape or a CD. And I remember, remember Cash Money was dropping like every fucking month, every week. I'm still Bone Thugging. So me and these niggas, there's some niggas that's from like Mayfair Paradise. They'll come to school. We be in the lunchroom. These niggas like, yeah, nigga, Wayne in the paper with that new CD. They better than Bone Thugs. I'm like, nigga, what? You
like fake competition.
I'm like, these niggas ain't. You don't hear that song when the block is hot with Lil Wayne? What was that shit? Diamonds flossing, now I'm glossing, big time and stuff. I'm like, you think that's fast, nigga? Go listen to some
no,
But I remember that. But honestly, what turned me into a diehard fan, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, it wasn't even the fucking music. Man, shout out to Alicia Hurst. If you see this and you're my Facebook friend, shout out to you.
Shout out to Alicia Hurst again and again. Man,
I'm like 16, right? And her mom was probably the most dopest mom I ever met in her life. Shout out to your mother, baby. She used to, man, if I'm 16, 17, she would let me stay over at my girlfriend's house. And she trusted me enough just because of my energy. I wasn't on no, well, we ain't going to get into what I was doing.
Yeah.
But, I wasn't doing what you might have thought I was doing. But I remember one day we in our house and she's like, man, we about to watch a movie. What the fuck we about to watch? She said, man, we about to watch Baller Block. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? She's like, the Cash Money news. I'm like, oh, that's no way. Them niggas, I want to watch that. She said, just watch it. Y'all on God, right? I got a bandana around my head, some cornrows with skeletons. The skeletons y'all be seeing me put on my dreads and shit, bone joints. Man, after Baller Block, it went off. I remember I went in the bathroom, took every scar off. I'll be 100 with y'all. I ain't never sold drugs at that time, wasn't into no street shit. After Baller Block, it went off. I think I went outside. Every old head nigga that was out there doing their thing. That
Energy was just
that
going
movie,
crazy.
like Baller Block and fucked me all up.
Slim, energy was just everywhere.
Baller Block and fucked me up. But genuinely, when I Baller Blocking and listening to Cash Money, shout out to him because y'all be trying to go on my man and say he wildin'. Shout out to Hot Boy Turk too. If you see this nigga,
Turk, shout out to Hot Boy Turk, good man.
But to me, Turk was better than Wayne. Man, y'all remember that? I like him high. There was that. Turk.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Turk, even the new shit we got out now.
Yeah, Turk cranking.
Turk fire, son.
But I think my first Cash Money CD was Lil Wayne. It wasn't even the Blockers Out. It was Lights Out, the second album. But they had a Hot Boy song when it. Juvie done already left with Turk on it. And Turk's verse was just so crazy. Yeah. That's what started me switching the raps from Bone. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to my nigga, shout out to Jay, rest in peace, Big Ron, my big brother, and shout out to Mac. Cause y'all niggas would be sitting out on my mother porch freestyling. I'm sneaking the trash bags and trash outside and just fuck with the old head niggas. And they're like, oh, let little Chaz do the freestyle in. Man, I come out that bitch. I used to I want to hear that shit. They be rapping them. But once I got to listen to that Turk and that Wade shit, niggas was coming downstairs putting shit together. But genuinely, like, that's how it kind of like started for me, honestly. Like,
man, let them know where you was born and raised and where you rap. You know what I mean?
Born and raised 1756 Seton Street, Northwest, Uptown, from 1983 to 95. From 95 basically to now, I was at 1525 28th Street Southeast and 14th and W Street Southeast, aka what they call it now, Chopper City. Shout out to BG, by the way, because y'all got that name from him, but our city just...
Rest in peace to BJ.
Chopper City.
Overall, like, because I see the parent that you is. How do you love being a parent? Overall, a father.
Oh man, I'm gonna take my glasses off for this one. I'm gonna be 100 with you. I didn't understand it at first when it happened. I had my first child at 26 years old, and people were like, well, shit, you did good. You made it at least to 26, and like honestly, at 40, well, my kids are what 14 and 12 now. So they start probably pushing out babies. I'm gonna be Papa.
Still looking young.
Yeah. Thank you, baby. But at first I didn't understand it just because, you know, my personal upbringings, and I always tell people to where you can't teach a motherfucker what you weren't never taught. Mm-hmm. And certain love from my parents that wasn't given to me for a lot of years, I'm not going to say that resentment from that. Not that I had that resentment towards my kids. It's just I can't teach or do what I didn't know. Mm-hmm. So just being around a lot of good men that had kids and seeing just how they carried their thing and did theirs and just certain shit that I honestly in my mind as you get older, you like you ain't had that. So you want them to honestly fuck whatever happened to you, nigga. Like you want them to go through that shit and feel how you felt, and then they grow up and feel the way you feel now towards you. And I'm like, I don't want that. So just my own person has made me man up, honestly. And once that happened, like I love my babies. I got a personal situation right now going on with my oldest.
Shout out to my nieces and my nephews, man.
They got a nigga feeling some way, but fatherhood is awesome, yo. Like being a dad. Shout out to the mothers out there that do this shit, that been doing
real
this
women.
Shit,
shout out to the mothers, the ones that's living and not living.
But being a father, it's different, especially being a father of a boy. I got 2 kids, like I said, but my first being a girl, being a girl's dad, like. That shit hit different. It hit different from my son. I love my baby boy, but when it come to my twin, my baby girl, like, man, yeah. But it's awesome experience. Not to say go out there and have babies, whoever watch this, but if you got kids, you're a stand-up parent, you know the feeling that I'm talking about. It's awesome.
And the main thing I want to get into is I see how you love your mom. So how you love being a son and that being your mother.
And that's interesting because if I want to, well, fuck it. I don't wear no sheet or no cut cards. I never was raised by my birth mother. My birth mom met my dad. My dad is, I didn't shave some of it down, but my dad is Italian. And I got Jamaican in my family, so I'm kind of mixed up with some shit. But he came from basically wherever he came from to Florida, and from Florida came up here to, you know, do what he did back in the 80s. Man, I'm born in 83. If you watch New Jack City, that's some crack. So when all that shit was going on, you know, he called my mother at that time at the club. Man, you crack on the street, and everybody and their mother, probably yours and your grandmother, all us got somebody that
everybody.
But when that shit first hit, you know, it was what it was. And he was, as we call it, dope boys now. But my father was a nigga in a suit, like fucking Scarface swag. Oh, shit. I'm knocking the mic off.
Now you still hold it?
Oh, that part right there. But basically met him, you know, he's slinging dope, got a beautiful woman, gets thugged diddle, like a lot of niggas do. He skipped town and got the stuff. Wayne ain't gonna say 9 months later, fucking, I'm a premature baby. I didn't even make it to my whole 9 months. Like 6 months later, I was 2 pounds, no ounces. Had to stay in the hospital after I was born for fucking 6 months just to be able to sit here in front of y'all face. Like, it was to the point of the scar I got on my chest where the tools was at. If they ain't do all that, I would not be here right now. Couldn't breathe. You could literally hold me in your hand with one hand, and then in your other hand hold my big ass head up. That's how little I was. The size of that box right there. So,
see, but I want y'all to know, and I ain't stopping them, but I got a little brother that's premature,
Yeah,
and they
get-
said that he wasn't gonna live past 11. He's 25.
shout out to
Ones
my
that
preemies. Shout out to
be
my fucking
born that
preemies.
way and go through the most are the most special is one. So
Yeah.
I just want to
Like
let you
real
know
nigga
you
shit
special,
though.
son.
And you know what's weird? And if you would have told me that like back in the day, sis, I don't understand it. But I can look at you in your face and tell you, I already know. And that's what I tell people. I'm like if you ever watched remember the old Looney Tune cartoons?
Mm-hmm.
When the bird be carrying the baby, the stork, and then it just drop it somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel I was raised. Like I wasn't raised by my mother, never knew my dad. I only know the nigga last name. She don't. His name Bird.
Yeah.
There's one picture they got in my family of him and her. Ain't never met him. This nigga would be a motherfucking millionaire with the bag and dead. And I'm the oldest of your kids, the king of the throne, and they going, you feel me? So a lot of that, just like I say, 40 years growing up that way, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of basically molded and shaped it the man that you've come to love and the rest of the world deals with and fuck with. You know, it's been an interesting road, you know what I'm saying? But whoever watching this, I'm gonna give my little bit of positivity so we can get back on topic. Like, bro, you can make it through whatever the fuck you want. Like, real shit. You can definitely make it through. You might have been in prison for 5 years, fuck the jail, the feds. Came home from that, you know what I'm saying? Made it through that shit just being smart. You know, moving the wrong way at first, but if you're a solid, fuck real nigga, a real man, and real respect, real certain niggas gonna see your energy, and if your energy right, gonna pull you up and correct you when you wrong. And if you're a real man, the way I feel, or a person, period, you're gonna accept your wrong and you just learn. That's how I made. And look how little I am now. I made nigga look like a nigga could literally grab a nigga, snatch him up, and do some shit to him. But I wasn't walking around that motherfucker. Hey, I'm the toughest. I'm from DC. I was just me. You know what I'm saying? Niggas knew I rap, so I found my niche. Or they do rap battles for tuna fish and shit. I ain't gotta tell my mother to keep sending me money. I'm about to crush you niggas rapping, and these niggas tight from you in the feds. So you're around New York niggas, all states. So you know the swag flow from there. So it all just bring me back right here. That music
You know, me
shit.
thinking about something just came to my head, man. You know, the reason why I say you special because God don't give, you know, like I said, God gave his toughest battle to his toughest warrior. So we don't know how strong we is until we go through something. And at the end of the day, like I said, we in the Heart of a Go podcast with Madam T in episode 1 with Big Chaz, Tiny Lee, and we're gonna get them talking about a little more, and then he gonna have a performance coming in for one of his singles that he never performed. Like I said, we got Big Chaz in the building, Tiny Lee, my real brother, bro.
Yeah. And
man, I've been knowing since I was 23. Man, real brother.
Yeah.
Blood don't make you no closer.
None of that. Like, I respect, I watched your growth. I watched your grind, and for to be sitting right here and us doing this, that's why whoever watched this, she ain't capping, she ain't slicing shit. Like, we would have been doing this even if she ain't have her podcast. I'd have said, I'm about to go live. Let's just sit right here and pop out shit. I need you to interview me. So it'd have been the same fucking energy. But I've watched you out of a lot of women that's in our city that do this music shit, that's serious and grind. And at times where I ain't gonna lie, I stopped. I probably 2017 stopped because life got real. And last year it came back on motherfuckers. It came back like I never left, but you never left. I would see you on the gram, on Facebook. You still was, since I ever met you from back then, grinding. So just to be right here and doing what we doing now, and she's still kicking ass on the microphone. Cause y'all gonna end up hearing some shit sooner or later, or probably real soon with me and her anyway. But I wanted to give you your flowers for just
I want to give you your flowers too, brother.
To even be right here to be able to do this. Like I've been like bro. Well, sis, bro, you my bro and my sis.
It don't really matter.
I've been wanting to like fuck the shows and the rap shows. Not to say fuck it, but I'm like, like, cause people don't notice. All they see is, man, that nigga dressed like this. He remind me of Wayne. Some of his songs sound like
It's
Wayne.
deeper than that.
And I'm like, bro, if you do what we're doing now, and like, listen, you can find out a lot on why I do just the shit that I do. And I'm gonna be honest, like, no disrespect, I'm gonna get that nigga his props. Wayne better than every motherfucker in the world. Y'all know it. Why do you think everybody calling him the GOAT? So at least you're saying I remind you of something that's great. I'd rather you say, nigga, you remind me of Wayne, than nigga, you remind me of nothing.
You remind me of Chaz.
That's even better.
You know what I'm saying?
That's even better.
Like I said, this is my first episode with my brother.
I'm proud.
Tell them where they can reach you at, as far as all your platforms, your IGs, your Facebook, your music, everything.
I'm on Facebook. My Facebook is I believe Chavez Chaz Graves. Yeah, Chavez Chaz Graves. My Instagram is God Mode _ Graves. And right now the two albums, my first album that was put out, my mixtape, and the shit I just put out right now it's just on SoundCloud, and that's Big Chaz, and the name of the album is just Let Me In. You type in Big Chaz on SoundCloud, Let Me In, subscribe to that shit, go listen. Because if you go look at what's happening right now with the shit I just put out, they fucking with me. Motherfuckers taking my song, sharing it on their page, then another nigga taking it from their page, sharing it, and shit just moving. And shout out to CEO Blade that got the world.
Shout out to Blade, man.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to you, sis. Shout out to my nigga Twice Busy that been holding that shit down since I came back in the building, and thank you for everything that you've been doing for me, brother. But thank you. Fuck all that.
Thank you for being my first interviewer, and we're gonna keep going with this. You feel what I'm saying? We're gonna sign out like this. Let me tell you, this a good man right here, man.
Nah, real nigga shit though.
Good brother, good son, good friend, good everything you wanna know. All I want anybody to know, when you got somebody that's for you and been for you from the start, man, that's genuine love. You
bro, we done, and just to get them some history on, man, you like, bro, we do shit for the community out here. We can go back years ago when on Halloween, doing the trick or treat joint for the kids and performing and doing shows. Shout out to Honey too, by the way. We Act Radio, definitely, you know what I'm saying? Got to give you a shout out, because we possibly, y'all, or to have some business going on with my brother Honey, aka Black Egyptian, you know. But yeah, man, my sister, our thing is basically, you know, like we said earlier, and piggying back on, you know, the family and shit, to where just to let them know, to where, as I tell people, like, fuck BET, no disrespect, fuck MTV Jams and all that. You can still be, like, the way I feel in my mind when it comes to music, nigga, I do the same shit Jay-Z and Lil Wayne. They just do it on probably a bigger scale.
A bigger platform.
You know what I'm saying? But you're still doing your shit. If you're doing interviews like this, if you're spending your money like I like to do, go and buy your ice, no disrespect, buy that real shit that I go around Ross and them and everything with the diamond testing. I can sit around them niggas and So, and I'm gonna be real, nigga, we from Washington, from the city, nigga, I don't give a fuck where you from, nigga. Fake that shit until you make it, because a lot of niggas you think that made it, it's still fake too. Man, think about that. What I
ain't even gonna get into that. That's another little situation. Man, I'm gonna get into it. When we get to really talking greasy.
So my thing just be like, you know, like she said earlier, you know what I'm saying? The reason I'm the way that I am, because I embrace me. Like, I don't give a fuck what nobody thinks. Like, honestly, I've never cared. If my mother was sitting here, she'll say that's the one quality I loved about this nigga. Like, or whoever the fuck raised me, whoever I call my mama, any friend, you heard what she said. And she didn't know me, like, do the math. You heard out my age, I'm 40, and you're what now?
33.
So do the fucking math. And if she was 20, what you
23.
Say? How old was I back then? So think about it. I'm probably 30. Where she at? So, but I've always, and like she said, I remind her of a great nigga. And if you think about Michael Dwayne Carter, fuck Lil Wayne, weird, out of this world. And I've always been that way and didn't care who thought about it. You might ain't like my outfits and shit. Nigga, why do you got that on as a man?
Being different is to be different. You heard what I said? Being different is to be different. Yeah. Being different is great. Yeah. And one thing about it, winning is a thing of the past and grudging is a thing of the past. So, I mean, like I said, we started that over. I messed that part over. Grudges is a thing of the past and winning is a thing of the future. Like I said, different and to be different. Big Chaz
I'm gonna name two different great people, and we're gonna give y'all some other shit that y'all gonna end up watching. And they both in heaven right now. Michael Jackson and Prince. Think about their dress style.
Great.
I ain't even gonna talk about their artistry. Just think about the way they dress. Different. And the reason I said think about the way they dress, your mother, mine's, hers,
Yeah.
all y'all mothers when they gave them niggas the box on sight.
I'm telling you, definitely my mother. No disrespect, man. You
Like,
love him.
You know what I'm saying? But my point being, look how they dress.
Nah, for
And then
real.
you feel me?
Phenomenal
Different
voice.
as a motherfucker.
Phenomenal voices.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mike. Rest
Great
in peace to Prince.
entertainers.
And,
Once again, we got
stay
episode
tuned.
1. We got Big Chaz, aka Tiny Lee, in the building. And we're going to sign out with the Heart of a Go podcast. It's your girl, Madam T. And we're going to keep winning. Like I said, being different is different.
Yeah.
Grudges is a thing of the past, and winning is a thing of the future. Signing out again with Big Chaz, aka
Stay
Tiny
tuned.
Lee.
You're going to get this
It's your girl, Madam T.
Big Chaz. Not the little one.